To the biggest
Jerk in the
phony
league.
ever. Looks like Joel Embiid is out here trying to finesse the rest policy with the 76ers. So if you didn't know, Joel Embiid decided upon himself that I'm not finna play all these back-to-backs. Even though there's not a lot of back-to-backs in the NBA, the most teams average between 14 to 16. The Sixers isn't getting 16 and they're not getting 15. I think they're around they're getting 14 back. No, they're getting 15 back-to-back games. He's not going to be playing it, which is going to be crazy because Paul George.
But if you think about it, 15 times you have a back-to-back, and back-to-back is 2 games. So if you do 15 times 2, that's 30. And the NBA season is only 82. So that's a little bit less than half of your season you're playing back-to-backs.
Hey, I mean, that
is a lot of back-to-backs. I would have thought that they would try to get back-to-backs to single digits or 10 or 12. But yeah, 15 back-to-backs. I mean, that's 30 games that are next to each other.
I mean,
in the NBA season's 82.
True, and I feel like he's not gonna miss all of them because you still have Paul George, so you can't really have both of your key players missing out. So they're gonna have to rotate, how take turns, like the Suns is doing. The Suns is doing Bradley Beal didn't play he didn't play yesterday, but he played today against the Lakers. So I mean they have that situation going. So I mean that's what a lot of teams are doing to rest their players. They said they tried so many different things with Joel Embiid. Because I mean he averages most games he ever played in the season was 68. So he's always had the weight problem. He loved him some milkshake. Now he's saying he's gonna be losing weight, losing at least 20 pounds, and he's gonna be basically working on his minutes. But we have basically Charles Barkley and the other NBA
minutes restriction, not sit out.
Do a LeBron James doing a minute restriction, what he's supposed to be doing. But it looks like here Charles Barkley and a whole bunch of other NBA legends ain't liking what Joel Embiid doing. We're going to play the video right here, and we're going to come back and let you know what other legends don't like this.
He just signed for 3 years, $193 million. 3 years, $193 million to play basketball. We're not steel workers. We're not nurses. People who got real jobs who have to work 40, 50 hours a week. We're playing basketball at the most 4 days a week. Most of the time, 3 days a week. He has the best backup in the league at Drummond. If they had said, and Ken and Shaq know this, they just say, I'm going to play 25 minutes on the second night or back-to-back, or during Drummond plays. But to come out and say it in advance was a stupidity by the Sixers, period.
What do you think is a good number of games he played?
82 games, man. This is what the fucking job calls for. You're not practicing. You're not even playing a whole fucking... You don't play in the summer?
Right.
I can see if you playing in the summer, you on the playground, you went to the Olympics, then it's training camp, y'all do 30 days of fucking tour days. Okay, that's when you get rest. Man, I don't want to hear this shit, man. I don't want to hear none of this shit. Motherfucker can sit out a back-to-backs. Bro, hey, listen, we done with that comparison of the era shit. We're going to respect this era and what it does, and that's it. Don't compare nobody and none of this shit because you can't. If you ain't play, man, listen.
I think that's going to hurt Philly.
That's going to hurt Philly not even that, but bro.
From a seeding perspective.
It's random. One night I got P, next night I ain't got it.
They might put themselves in the position to where they play Boston in the first round.
Bro, the league
that might not be
control,
good.
Bro, this is all over the place, real shit. And ain't nobody saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody holding nobody accountable, bro. So not only are they not gonna practice, they gonna sit out. I ain't got you in 15.
Hey, look
back to back.
Back to back, exactly. You gonna mess up I don't know how y'all finna develop any chemistry, but at the same time, I don't think they was planning on winning the championship anywhere this year. The way that New York Knicks is set up, they got Karl Anthony Towns. Giannis and Dame looking like they're finally getting together.
Going for it. Philly's going for it.
For the chip? You can't.
They got Paul George.
Paul George.
They signed Maxey to an extension.
I mean, I'm looking now. I mean, right now the 76ers are 0-2. They haven't won the game yet. They just played the Raptors.
The Bucks are struggling.
Yeah,
Doc Rivers sucks.
They've just played the Raptors. They lost against the Raptors. They finna play the Pistons, so hopefully they finna beat the Pistons.
They'll beat the Pistons. The league or the season has barely started, and the Pistons are already 0-4.
Just I mean, that's a lot of games they played already. They're gonna be tired.
They've already played 4 games.
That's crazy. I mean, it's like the Lakers. The Lakers already played 4 games, but I mean, with this, he's not gonna be winning. He's not gonna be winning any awards because I think you have to at least do 65 games to do an award. So I mean, so you can get the MVP out of here, but I don't think he already won.
I don't think he can qualify.
I don't think he can get.
I think for 65, it's for all the awards for MVP. And all that stuff, and
teams
also
and all
all
that.
NBA and first defense. So if he's not going to play that stuff, he's not going to be anything.
True, and the way that right now what the 76ers are doing, they're trying to basically put this under the rest rule because one of the things it says, like, if you have a pre-existing injury, you can basically rest your player. So under this investigation, that's what the 76ers are trying to say, and they're trying to also say, like, this all happened. They're also trying to say this happened back in January when he messed up his meniscus. In his leg, so this is what happened then. But some people are saying, like, well, if he messed his meniscus up in January, why was he just playing the Olympics this summer?
Yeah,
it don't make the math ain't mathing. So I mean, and right now he's Joel Embiid is gonna be playing with a knee brace on his leg. So basically, they finna Ben Simmons this, like, basically, you know, how he say, my back.
Ben Simmons fight a fan in the tunnel because he said he was trash.
No, not that. Like, Ben Simmons said my back was hurting, so to prove that his back was hurting from the NBA because he didn't want to basically owe the NBA any money for all that money they fined him for missing the games. He basically just like, oh, my back is hurting too much, so I really couldn't take any minutes, even though he really could. And on, like, when he was in, like, the practice facility, he was shooting, like, half-court threes. It would have messed up back. So, I mean, that's the 76ers for you. I mean, I didn't think the Sixers was going to win the East anyway. I was going with the Bucks or the Knicks to win it, to win the East, but they was going to lose anyway to the Lakers. So, I don't know. But how you feel about the Sixers?
Lose to the Lakers. The Lakers I mean, they're on a hot start, but they're still, I think, going to be in play-in territory.
You a hater.
And if not,
JJ Redick is taking us to the top.
I mean, they could get 5 or 6.
Oh Lord!
If Austin Reeves keeps carrying LeBron James like he's been doing, if Hillbilly Kobe stays up to task,
who would have thought the 2 white boys saving the Lakers?
Connect played like trash today.
That was it. I mean, I give him that. He's
we
a
need
rookie.
Bronny more minutes.
Oh yeah, he
Give
definitely.
us Bronny.
Speaking of Bronny.